Aloha and thank you all for being here tonight. My name is Carissa and I am honored to share with you the history of McKinley. So many of us are caught up in looking forward to our future, we forget to look behind at where we came from. As a student of McKinley, I can say that a lot of us forget to acknowledge the rich history of our school. So right now, take the time to really think about the roots and impact of McKinley. McKinley was the very first public high school established on Oahu in 1865. If you look in front of me, the iconic statue of McKinley stands tall at 114 years old. Look around you. These four buildings surrounding us were built in 1923. The building right behind me, 1927. Did you know that our very buildings are on the historic registry, meaning they must be preserved and cannot be touched at all? My intention is not to point out the age of our campus, but to set the scene for how important McKinley High School really is. We are literally in the heart of Oahu, the big city of Honolulu, so McKinley was bound to be caught in between some major historic events, specifically the World Wars. The years between the two World Wars, the school implemented new education programs, extracurriculars, and events for the students to enjoy. But everything changed when World War II struck. Everyone in Honolulu was still fast asleep that Sunday morning when the first enemy plane dove over Pearl Harbor. The late U.S. Senator Daniel K. Inouye, a class of 1942 McKinley alumni, said something that truly warmed my heart. He said, "On that day, all of my hopes and aspirations seemed to suddenly turn to dust. But somehow the events that soon followed and the warm understanding of the people of Hawaii lifted my spirit to its greatest heights." I feel that this quote truly embodies what it means to be a McKinley Tiger. Our school was heavily involved in helping our community. In 1942, McKinley students and staff purchased over $16,000 worth of savings bonds before December 1st, and that very amount tripled during the Pearl Harbor Day Drive. By June of 1943, the McKinley community purchased a total of $200,000 in bonds and stamps. Our students had raised such great amounts of money that they purchased a bomber for the U.S. Air Force and named her Madame Pellet. Changes were made inside the classroom as well. Drills for quickly putting on a gas mask were implemented, and artificial respiration was taught in a first aid class. Now that was just a tiny bit of the contribution our McKinley predecessors gave to our community. Our school would come together in 1944 to offer help to Hawaii's pineapple industry. Annually, more than 1,900 McKinley Tigers sacrificed aid in maintaining high production. Our efforts did not stop there. Various McKinley students volunteered at the Red Cross, checked houses for rat control, and formed Junior Civilian Defense Corps and High School Victory Corps. After the Second World War, our students extended help to Europe and Asia, raising funds for devastated areas and donating school supplies and books to schools in the Philippines. This is just the surface of our school's great deeds. While we are thankfully not surrounded by world wars in this era, McKinley Tigers continue to find ways to stay united, especially as the class of 2025. We as a class make it a point to come together in school rallies and show full support in fundraising events for the community, which also serve as class competitions. The words of Senator Daniel Inouye are still relevant to this day. As the class of 2025, we should hold this past close to our hearts and use it as inspiration in upholding this legacy of unity after our graduation. Let us never forget where we came from. We will always be McKinley Tigers. Thank you.